Say E, A, G, L, E, S. Eagles. Say fly, Eagles fly. Yo, that. What's going on, man? You know who it is. You know what it is. Your boy, Fully Fresh, a.k.a. The General, here reporting for duty. Also, a.k.a. Four for the Better Bird podcast. If you don't know who that is, shout out to my guys, man. Shout out to Philly Talk Podcast, a.k.a. Philly Mike, and Steven Hyder, a.k.a. Gate City, man. They my guys right there. If you haven't subbed them up, make sure you do that, man. And make sure you hit the sub button right down there also for your boy, man, if you haven't done it. If you have, I appreciate it, man. More than words can explain. I appreciate it, man. Make sure you hit that like, too. Gotta hit that like. Listen, I'm giving a fair warning right now. I'm giving a warning to everybody. It's going to be a free giveaway tomorrow. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. It's going to be a free giveaway on my video tomorrow. All you got to do is guess the question right. I ain't giving you the question yet. I ain't giving you the question. I'm going to give it to you tomorrow. If you guess right, come Sunday, whoever wins, they get a free gift card, man. That's how I'm rocking this whole season. This whole season, I've just been giving them away, y'all. Been giving them away, man. All right. So I promised y'all this. I kept saying it video after video this week. It's time to holler at Jim. It's time to pull up on Jim. We need to figure this out, Jim. Mr. Schwartz, we need to figure this out. What do you be thinking? My thing is, right, I understand you like, oh, well, Taylor is a developing guy, and Bradley, he's a rookie, and this and that, and all this whole nonsense. They cannot be that much worse than Nathan Gary. Jerry, whatever his name, they can't, it can't be that much worse. Even if it is worse, how about you just try it out? And then I'm going to keep my mouth shut about it. Oh, okay, well, now we got to look at Howie, or we got to look at you because that's probably the guy that you wanted when it comes to drafting. So, my thing is, why are you not putting this guy on the field? We seen Bradley finally get some tick. And as soon as he gets some burn, he makes 2 goal line stands 2 weeks in a row. I mean, they scored to them drives, but you still seen the speed for him to get to the goal line, the speed for him and the strength to tackle good running backs. This is what I'm not understanding from Jim Schwartz. I don't understand why you continuously put Nathan Gary on the field. Now, after looking at that play again, would Nathan Gary just get bombs away? Even though Rodney McLeod should have drifted over to that side, Nathan Gary shouldn't have been on the field sticking him, period. I don't care if he had 2 safeties over the top. Nathan Gary should never be put in a predicament where he is on any wide receiver ever in the National Football League. Like, I don't understand how that keeps happening. You had a chance to see a 5-receiver set, right? I don't care that people was hurt. You bring in somebody else. You had Craig James, and I think you had Crevion LeBlanc, Nikel Roby-Coleman, I think, I'm not sure, and Rodney McLeod. Your 5th person should be another DB or a safety. Epps, anybody but Nathan Gary in that situation, man. Like, that just don't make any sense to me. I got other things that I don't understand with you. Once again, you are tiring out your defensive front that you put that Howie Roseman put all his money into. They are exposing the defense. You want to know how? Because all I got to do is get the ball out fast. Guys are not disciplined. They are not tackling well, and that extends to you. That extends to you. If game after game you see dudes not tackling well, they need to be punished. Y'all need to stay over after practice and hit this tackling machine. Stuff like that, you go back to the basics, man. I don't understand it. I don't get it. You want to put your cornerbacks, even Darius Slay sometimes, literally 10 yards back. He's at the first down marker. It's 1st and 10. He's at the first down marker. playing defense. Like, what is that? Then you try to flip it on them saying, oh, well, it's really their choice. No, it's not their choice. Because we've seen Darius Slay playing Detroit. He didn't play like that. I don't understand what's going on. I understand you got injuries. I understand it. I get it, man. But you still got so much, you got so much money built in on this defensive line. You know what I mean? And you're not teaching these guys right. A lot of people want to blame the end arounds and stuff like that, and the wide receiver runs that we have been getting exposed for. Why don't you have an answer for that? Like, what are you thinking? Why don't you have an answer for that, man? Everybody, it's been happening since the Rams game, for real. It's just that a couple other teams didn't take advantage of that. I thought as though Cincinnati didn't take advantage of that. I don't understand what you're thinking, man. A lot of people want to blame this on the defensive ends, these end arounds I'm talking about. That's on the linebackers. The linebackers control that. They follow the guys coming in and out and doing end arounds like that, or it's just the corners. That's another thing with these corners. When we're in bunt set, we are so vulnerable. People don't know. They literally don't know who they're supposed to be sticking. You got Nathan Gary with his hands up in a bunch formation when Claypool, they had the bunch formation and Claypool scores on basically a screen. It's like they're lost. That falls on the coaching. That falls on you, Jim. It's so much that I'm not feeling. And it's crazy because just 2 weeks ago I was saying this is a top 10 defense. But then when you got ways of getting exposed, how you're getting exposed, and that's not being checked, that's a problem. The Rams game, what they kept doing to us, end arounds. The 49ers game, what they kept doing to us, end arounds. The Pittsburgh game, what they kept doing to us, Jim, end arounds. Why is it that, I'm not going to say probably the only team in the league, but we are at the top, the bottom of the league when it comes to switching things up, making our flaws something that can't be exposed. I don't get it. Bad tackling again. Crevion LeBlanc, you had a chance for us to get the ball back down two, 3rd and 8. You didn't whiff on a tackle. You hit the guy, didn't wrap up. This is 1-on-1. And it wasn't like Ebron was running full speed. He had his back to you. That should have been an easy tackle, punt, let Carson Wentz just go at it again. That's what set up that Claypool touchdown. Crevion LeBlanc, you get a lot of blame for that. But Jim, you get the most. You get the most. You are the coach, man. Stop having your defensive tackles and defensive end get tired by the third quarter because their pressure is to no avail. Because all the quarterback has to do is run a slant because we see that the corners is 9 yards back. Come on, man. Jalen Mills, I thought he was going to be a better corner. Doesn't look like it. Can I see some Grayland Arnold? I need to see somebody to play. And then I knew this was going to be a problem all year. Somebody to play on the other side of Slade, man. That's why Howie Roseman comes in at. You could have had a Fulton. You could have had multiple people. You could have had multiple people to help this defense. Instead, you pick a quarterback in a second round. You pick a project in a third round when you got other third round linebackers making a statement on their teams. Hakeem Gaithers or whatever his name is. You had a chance to get him in the third round. If you thought as though Taylor was a project, why the heck get him? Stop with all these projects and all these things we're trying to develop and we're a quarterback fact. Stop it. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I still feel as though we can be Pittsburgh. I think that we can win a division, but I I am seriously pissed. I'm pissed about this coaching, and I'm pissed about this front office. I'm pissed, man. The drafting has been, I don't get it. I don't understand it. And I thought that he had a good draft. But then when you got guys like saying that Taylor is a project, and that's why he hasn't been on the field yet, what? That's a third-round pick. It's third-round picks all through the league making statements every single week. Why can't that be us? But yet and still, we have to get somebody that somebody else drafted. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't get Jeffrey Lurie. I don't get Howie Roseman. I don't get Doug Peterson a lot. His play calling was so suspect in that game. Situational play calling. I think I once I looked at tape, and once I looked at the all 22 and stuff like that, I sat there and said, yo, I seen some different kind of plays. I seen some two-back sets. I seen Zach Ertz in the backfield. I seen some confusion a little bit. I seen that. But your situational football was horrible. You run the football with 40 seconds left and a minute and 19 seconds left. You run the football just to burn the time out. Why? What? And we was talking about running the football. You ran the football at the dumbest times last week. The field goal. I'm still up in arms about it. I don't know, but knowing then that your defense was not playing good, that they kept going down the field, Pittsburgh, scoring time after time after time. Why in the hell don't you go for it? You're Mr. Aggressive Doug, right? I got some things I got to get on my chest, man. Maybe we need to go live and I need to highlight y'all. I just been so freaking busy. It's been hard for me to get a couple of hours just to highlight y'all and talk to y'all, man. I'm vetting right now, but tomorrow, do's and don'ts is coming. The free giveaway. Let me know what y'all think about what I just said. About Mr. Jim Schwartz, about how Howie Roseman has been suspectly just, oh my goodness, man, the drafting. When you look across the league, and I think he did a good job with Rhaegar, with Quez. We haven't seen Quez yet. I think he played a couple snaps. I like Rhaegar, but on the defensive side, I'm not understanding it. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Y'all already know, man. Yo, that.
Stay fresh.